Good morning, fellas. That red calf right there, red white face, that's the pink guy we doctored the other day. He's looking a lot better. Anyways, good morning, folks. Looks like it's going to be a nice, clear 55-degree day here today. We're doing our normal morning chores of feeding everything here. And then I've got a pin/alleyway that I'm building. I plan on finishing that today, putting a gate in, getting all the railroad ties and continuous panels in there. So that is the plan, which is subject to change every day. So we'll see what happens. Notice this thing is a little low on hydraulic oil, so we're going to add a little hydraulic into this tractor, and then we'll feed the next bunches. Got the fancy hydraulic jug here today. So we're loaded up for the bred heifers, and we're also gonna actually move these gals to a different pen and feed them somewhere else. Just getting them closer to where we can get them in. All right, follow me, ladies. We're heading for a new pen here. Yeah, we're heading for a new pen here, ladies. Just gonna shut these gates and go through there and get a new pen. Replacement has. There's the oldest gal in the bunch, leading them out. Of course, she was wanting to go this way up into the pasture, weren't you? We'll leave these girls through here and feed them. We're good to go. Excuse me, pardon me. On their own. Really think they hit the jackpot. These gals will be here for just a couple days, and then we're gonna get them down into the heifer pen right next to the barn. Don't need this bunk. A little hardware right there. Not gonna use this bunk today. I need to come scoop that out with a shovel. Just making sure there isn't a bunch of hardware and crap in these bunks while they're empty. Like this, how does that even get in here? Oh, that looks like probably off of baler tooth probably. Somehow got in a bale and somehow got, you know, through the feed wagon. Found me a nice makeshift shovel. Little gal down here. Old feed back in here. That way I can still head up that road and go north and feed the calves without opening two separate set of gates. Hello, girls. Remember, folks, if you're enjoying the video, be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. It would really help me out, and I'd really appreciate it. I still can't believe how warm it is for February. I had to ditch the sweatshirt already. Well, don't get out of the way. Gee whiz. I gotta show her every day. There she is, 225. Getting her spot right next to the lunch line there. I mean, every day, lady. She's like clockwork, right by the old feed spout. Alrighty, you got these old cows fed. Done with feeding for the day. We'll go back and have lunch, and then go to working on building that alleyway. Digging railroad ties in and putting up some continuous panels, and then got an old gate a little bent up, but gonna put that in there by the barn and such like that. That is the plan. Here's what we got at the moment. Got to tempt this railroad tie-in down here. Put these two in yesterday. Still had to chip through frozen dirt because it doesn't get any sun back here, so the ground's still frozen. Gotta put two more in here, and then I'm gonna go across here over to there with another piece of continuous, and then put a gate in right there to get them in, lock them in, so I can get them to the barn, and then we'll be done. Found this old sickle section yesterday, digging down in here, about 3 foot down. Never know what you'll find. It's like a treasure hunt around here every time you dig a hole. It'd be a lot cooler if I would find something cool. Usually it's just old nails, sickle sections. How level are we? Shouldn't have dug this post so far in. This cat was literally wild yesterday. Petted her once. Now she thinks we're best friends. Oh yeah. Been following me around all day. Really? I'm gonna trip over you here in about 2 seconds. Would you move it? Get out of here. Okay. Gotta save the cat here. Like I said, this cat was wild yesterday. Never let me pet her. Now we're best friends. Mark out our holes here. Gonna have to chip through the old frozen ground on this one. So that's fun. It doesn't get no sunlight back here, so don't thaw out. Hopefully it ain't very far down. We're through the frozen stuff pretty much already. Look at this cat. You're gonna get hit with the diggers. We made her through the frost line here. Now we're cooking. Oh yeah, a little higher than ones is what I wanted. Perfect. Hitting a bunch of concrete in this hole, so that's as far as I'm going. A little chainsaw trimming. She'll be perfect. I keep hearing a heifer bellowing around, so better go check it out. Hopefully it's one just messing around, because it'd be a little bit early for a calf. Hopefully there's no problems out there, but figured I better check. You never know. Getting close enough to the due date, there could be some trouble. Well, haven't seen any issues yet, but I remembered about our old sand drift here. Probably better come down here with the payloader and dig this out, because it'd be pretty easy to hop right into the trees here. Don't be doing it. A, something might get hurt flopping in there, and B, I don't know if you guys have ever chased cattle out of cedar trees, out of cedar belts like that. It's about the least fun job there is. So, just gonna try to avoid that. Someday I'll finally get that pin done. Today probably won't be the day. Alrighty, everything looks good. Gonna go grab the payloader and dig out that low sand. Do I think a heifer would crawl up that bank and jump in there? Not really, but don't really care to find out either. Maybe these ladies were thinking about it. Going for the great escape here. There, that'll work. Well, folks, I put the last piece of continuous there. Got to go there tomorrow, or whenever I get back to it, and then we'll be done with putting up continuous in this spot, and then just got to put that gate right there. But if you guys made it this far, I appreciate you watching, and if you want to leave a like and leave a comment, I'd appreciate that too.